All right, ladies and gentlemen, just want to show you real quick how to interact with student classwork, grades, get feedback, etc. So pretty much most of the work that you do with students is going to be in the classwork area. Let's open up an assignment, in this case that I know had some work done on it. Let's do the introduction assignment. In this case, we had this for our training and 23 students turned in. Let's go ahead and view. This pulls open a full class section so that I can click on any student at any time. Now I can click on just the kids, just these students who have turned in, or I can revisit the work that has already been graded. But in this case, let's look at somebody fresh. And let's look at Ms. Dickinson here. So in this case, we've got the student work, and we can evaluate. Now, this assignment was set as a 1 out of 100. So let's just say I evaluate it and I give a 95. And then I can add comments and feedback. Now, there are two different types of feedback that go between students and teachers in Google Classroom. They are class and private. Private are just that. They are private. They are straight from teacher to student or student to teacher. No other student sees them. So you can go ahead and add great job. That is a good goal for the school year. And hit post. You also have the option of creating comment banks, which we can come up here. I have a couple that are set from my use from before. Many spelling errors, please run spell check, proofread, many easy fixes. Whenever you have those, you can copy them to clipboard and then paste them in the private comment section if you choose. Oop, well, they did not copy on us. Let's try that again. Copy to clipboard and then paste if we choose. I'm not going to go ahead and go put that there. I'm going to leave it alone. When I am done, I've given feedback, I have grade. I'm going to go ahead and hit return, and I'm going to send it back to the student. Now you can add comments in Google Documents if you choose to, depending on what kind of feedback that you're looking to do. You can insert a comment. This could be specific about misspellings or sentence fragments or anything like that. So you can continue to comment on Google Docs that you assign whenever you choose. You just simply have to highlight, like in this case, let's highlight username. Let's add a comment saying one word. Not that big of a deal, but putting it in as an example. So as I said, after you're done, you're going to hit return. That notifies the student that the work is sent back to them, ready to go, and that they can look at your feedback and even communicate with you further. Looking at the other type of comment, though, I want to highlight this, is if we scroll down, and we're looking at each one of these assignments, you also have to remember that you have the ability to post classroom comments. Comments are accessible from the instruction areas for student work. This is allowed so that if you can say, great job so far, or you can indicate that you're seeing maybe a common error. Given that you have access to student work as soon as you assign it, maybe you're seeing a common mistake or a misconception in your direction, so you could address this in your class comments. So this could see, be careful with spelling. It is important that we run spell checks. Then we hit post. This goes out to all students. All students see it. And as long as you have this set to students can still respond, you could actually have a dialogue about an assignment. They could post questions. This is healthy. I do honestly say on a personal note, this doesn't typically work out very often for me. I try to keep this open as long as I can, but misuse does often make me mute it and have students rely on private comments only. Let me go ahead and show you where to find that real quick. I'm going to click on the link for the classroom. We're going to hit people. Now I can highlight all the accounts in there, and I'm going to hit mute. Now, in this case, I'm not going to do that, but if that were necessary, hitting mute would cancel their ability to post classroom comments. Lastly, given that this video is also about communicating with students, we want to put the communication for guardians here, and that is actually in the people section. So we're going to hit invite guardians, and we'll put the actual email for that parent in there. So like this is a generic personal account that I have. We're going to add them to all classes that fall under my control. When that student's parent or guardian accepts that email, they get a weekly update about what goes on in the class, assignments that have been turned in, assignments that are upcoming, and basically all around details. So once again, I hope this video has been of some assistance. If you have any other questions, please email me directly. Thank you.